Hey guys, what's up? This is Bucket Ponds and my name is Terry. Today we are looking at the 6 quart Walstad style Tubiflex culture container back behind me. We're going to look at what they're eating and what they're doing over the next 3 days, and happy to show it to you and share it with you. These worms were wild caught at some point in the past. They have apparently been in my aquariums this entire time, and for whatever reason their numbers were just very low and we never noticed them. Upon creation of that aquarium back there, we did something right. Something about that setup just caused a million Tubiflex worms. So we're swimming in them. I'm getting my numbers up. Please like and subscribe. It's very helpful and it doesn't cost you anything. So like, subscribe, whatever. It's all good. This is the Tubiflex worm culture container. I just threw these cucumber slices in there, so not much action yet, but when I come back tomorrow, you're going to see them essentially turn red as the Tubiflex worms mass on top of it. Alright guys, we are back. This is Bucket Ponds. My name is Terry. As you can see, the cucumber slices are not entirely covered with worms. That one's a little thicker than I'm used to giving them. But that second one right there is absolutely engulfed by worm bodies. These creatures are clearly eating cucumber slices, and they're doing a good job at it. You can see some motion from the colonies, the clusters, especially on the sides. And if I turn the light up a little bit, you're going to see more colonies nearby. There you go. Do you see those brown colorations on the leaves and stems surrounding the area? They're just above the cucumber slice, just next to it to the left there, and several along the plants on the left side. Those are actually the same worms, but they are clearly eating little particles that are drifting off of the cucumber. They're amassing nearby, and I don't know how they work as a group, but they will eventually arrive at the cucumber and begin feasting on it and just like sitting on it. But I'm amazed by these creatures. You can see some wilted leaves there in the picture. That's from my mysterious new plant, which I now believe is actually Woodellea. Yeah, a plant that we've had a long time. Long story. I also had a small gnat in here, which is a mystery. This is a closed up refrigerator type cabinet with the door closed. I don't know how gnats would get in here. But there was one anyway, so that's interesting. You can see some bladder snails and some other creatures hanging around. But that worm motion is really what I'm looking for in this tank. Unfortunately, it's just very hard to focus on them because they're just beneath the surface of the water. You can see that worm, or that bladder snail coming up a little bit. They're also eating cucumbers. Almost all my pets will happily consume cucumbers. No big deal. They'll also eat detritus and mulm in fish tanks and stuff. But they're more than happy to engage in some cucumber feasting. But yeah, you can see beautiful Tubiflex colonies forming. They're a little easier to see on that part there in the beginning, in the front here. But they're red, orangish. They like cucumbers. There's also several other colonies in this aquarium. Alright guys, so this is day 3 of the current feeding program here. You can see that they're pretty much surrounding that one original piece of cucumber, the first one they were working on. But that second one on the right is just being demolished. We have bladder snails and Tubiflex worms working in tandem to just obliterate this cucumber. You can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 separate blobs of Tubiflex worms feasting on this cucumber slice. And you saw in the previous segment, that was just 24 hours ago. They have done a lot of work on this cucumber, and they're continuing to work on it. It's like they're never full. They don't get tired of eating. I have no idea where they put it all, and I'm not noticing like a buildup of mulm or anything, so I assume that they're devouring it and turning it right into more worms. I know that sounds a little too simplistic, But that seems to be what's going on here. Every time I feed them, we get more and more worms in the next cycle, and things are just going well. Now we do have a problem with that gnat in here. I'm going to have to get in there and remove them. We actually have a spider. Yeah, we actually have a small spider in here who is attacking the gnat right now. Yes. Oh, glory. I hate gnats. And I admit that it's a little bit hard to see him here. This is not my best quality footage. I cannot zoom in so well with this camera. But still, it counts. That spider totally nailed that gnat. He will not be a problem anymore. Now, apparently there are still 2 gnats on the cucumber here, and I'm going to hope that that spider nails them eventually. But yeah, there is a small house spider in this aquarium as well, and I'm not too worried about that. Somehow or another, we seem to have a bit of a gnat problem in this tank, in this freezer cabinet here. So any kind of gnat control or elimination method is perfectly fine with me. I am very careful when I mess with these plants and stuff, so, you know, I don't keep any venomous spiders, but that house spider, if he does bite me, it'd be kind of like a bee sting, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, guys, this is Tubiflex worm feeding time. Tubiflex versus some cucumber slices. And I'm aware that my tank is not very pretty. This was just a test culture set up to grow out more of these worms and to play with some of my plants. If you look at my channel, you'll see a couple videos about my new paludarium, which is actually much cleaner and nicer and a pleasure to look at. I hope that you were not disappointed by this video. I really wanted to show you that these Tubiflex worms can destroy some food in a very short time. These slices should be gone by tomorrow, judging by what we've seen so far. We have 2 gnats in this situation. We will have to remove them, either with the help of our small spider friend, or I'll just reach in there and smush them. But either way. Here's a look at the refrigerator cabinet that I was talking about. That's where the tank is kept. There's a new aquarium. I haven't shown much. It's a little cloudy. Still working on that. But yeah, this is essentially a climate-controlled cabinet, which I'm keeping warm and humid, and that's encouraged these worms to appear from hidden within my aquariums. It's encouraged them to grow and to reproduce. But overall, the project is doing really well, and I'm ecstatic. Please like and subscribe to show support for the channel. I've also set up a Facebook page, the Bucket Ponds blog, which you're welcome to go on there, and I post pictures and stuff sometimes. There's also a Facebook group. I'm the only member for now. But there's a Facebook group for the Bucket Ponds channel. You can promote other videos, you can share your own pictures and stuff and ask for help, whatever you want to do. Everything's allowed, just be nice to each other. There's also a Patreon, but I don't really use Patreon much, and I hardly ever look at it. I know we don't have any patrons, but it is there if you ever want to donate. And sometimes I sell aquarium stuff, plants and creatures and stuff online. So I do have an Etsy shop as well, just Bucket Ponds. So we're all over the internet. There's a Twitter, there's an Instagram, but I hardly use any of those. There's a Pinterest, which you might like. But otherwise, like and subscribe. That's the best way to do it here on YouTube. And I appreciate the attention. And yeah, let me know what you're doing. I love seeing your guys' stuff. If you make your own videos, please let me know. And I'll check it out. So thanks for watching. Oh, and I'm wearing the mask now because the videos with my mask seem to do really well. The thumbnails, they seem to do a little better than videos with my old dumb face on it. So, yeah, I expect Bucket Ponds to be officially a ninja from now on.